Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm loving Jolly Reaction. I want us to watch this combination of clips and see how white Americans have reacted towards the news that the government has cut off SNAP benefits. Kindly watch till the end and I'll be back with more comments. This video is for education purposes and all credits goes to the original creator of the videos.
Somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying right fucking now, because what the fuck do you mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you mean? Because what the fuck is happening? Do you understand that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you understand there are people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people like me who go hungry the last week of the month just so my kids can't eat? Because SNAP benefits is all we fucking get. I need somebody to please fucking tell me he's lying. I can't. What the fuck am I gonna do? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Breathe. Please, President Trump. Please, I hope you have a plan.
Donald Trump is the first president in U.S. history to cut off SNAP benefits to people in America. So as of the end of next week, SNAP benefits are going to be frozen. They go away, and that affects millions and millions of people in America and certainly in Massachusetts. We're currently evaluating what we can do. Obviously, it's a time to give as much as you can to our food pantries who do a wonderful job. I'll be meeting with my anti-hunger strike force that I stood up a while ago to talk more with them about what we can do to feed families here. But it's unbelievable. The first time in American history that a president, during a shutdown, has cut off food to families. That's what's happening right now. It's a choice that Donald Trump is making. He can choose to reverse that. I strongly urge him to do so. Don't take food away from people. Don't take food off the table of America.
To me, the only logical response to the government canceling SNAP benefits is for Americans to cancel the holiday season. Close the wallets. Close the wallets. You don't need to buy a turkey. You've had turkeys for the last how many years? You're good to skip a year. Black Friday hasn't Black Friday and I don't know how long. The deals suck. You don't need a new flat screen. You already got one from last year. Your kids have tablets, they have toys, they have electronics. They'll be good to miss out on 1 year. They'll be okay. Close the wallets. Cot boy. You know? We shouldn't be spending any money then. It makes no sense for, in response to the government taking food off people's tables, for us to then open our wallets and continue the economy as if nothing is wrong. It's time for a cop boy of the holiday season. The time of year where corporations make the most money. Yeah, shut it down. Close the wallets.
I worked my whole life and now I'm raising 2 grandbabies. And if they cut off the stamps next month, how am I supposed to feed them? Rent's already late.
They keep saying it's just politics, but it's our refrigerator sitting empty. We can't.
We're gonna be eating chili cheese dogs for Thanksgiving if we don't get food stamps this come November. 911 sent help for all of us.
I think a lot of people that are posting videos about losing their EBT or SNAP benefits are trying to get everybody else to feel bad. But honestly, all you guys are doing is just demonstrating why we need cuts to these programs, why we need work requirements or community service requirements to receive them, and how many people are really abusing the system. All you're doing is confirming that the restrictions that the Trump administration put on these programs were long overdue. First of all, nice nails. Second of all, you look able-bodied to me. Third, I don't care if you end up eating chili dogs for Thanksgiving. Food stamps aren't about providing a 7-course meal or having the same lifestyle as you would have if you were providing for yourself. They are an assistance program. They're there to help you temporarily until you can get yourself back on your feet. And if you're too good for chili dogs, then get a job so you can get what you want. And maybe express a little bit of gratitude that there is a program available to make sure that you don't starve, even if it means you're eating chili dogs.
We are getting EBT. We are getting EBT. We are having a good Thanksgiving. We are having a good Thanksgiving. What to say, y'all? Next deposit, 15 days. What's 15 days from now? The 9th. When do I get my food stamps? On the 9th? I'm not paying attention to this. Well, I am, in fact, because it says benefits are likely. I have not seen any update. This is my update, y'all. Next deposit, 15 days. This is what I have, and this is what I don't have. Well, still have. Stop letting people get in your heads, y'all. We are literally going to be getting our food stamps when food stamps are supposed to come. Okay? So make your list. Be up in the grocery stores as usual, like you would do any other month, because from what my app is telling me, next deposit, 15 days. Now, why would they put that? Exactly.
Baby, white TikTok is in a frenzy, and while I have my voice right now, I'm gonna use that hoe. They don't understand how their SNAP benefits are being cut off in November. They literally thought when they heard SNAP benefits, it was only gonna hit the black folks, okay? Now, I'm gonna say this. When the government shuts down, it does not just shut down for one particular group of people. It shuts down for everybody and they fucking mama. So yes, white people in the Midwest, these Appalachian white folks, y'all ain't gonna have y'all shit either. Now I am gonna say this, when you decided to vote for that man, you put a wild card on the table during UNO. You don't know which way this man is gonna go. And no, I am not blaming Democrats once again. They are holding the fucking line for the Affordable Care Act and Medicaid. Something you white folks on SNAP need. So y'all better buckle up. Now, if there's an uptick in shoplifting in grocery stores, if y'all see that shit, be like Pam on Martin. I ain't seen jack. Because we ain't seen none of it. Now, food banks are going to have a hard time because you already got federal workers that don't have any benefits whatsoever right now, are not getting paid. You also have people in the armed services that are not getting paid, that are lined up at those damn food banks. Now you got over 40-something million people that will not be receiving their SNAP, that's going to need food as well. So I do expect an uptick in shoplifting. Do what the fuck you got to do to survive.
If you are naive enough to think that the pause to SNAP benefits on November 1st isn't going to affect you because you don't receive food stamps, I want you to hear this. About 1 in 8 Americans receive SNAP benefits. In fact, in Oklahoma, where I live, that's 1 in 6 people. So about 600,000 people in my state alone, Oklahoma, receive SNAP benefits. About 1 in 4 children in the U.S. receive SNAP benefits. But you're not one of those people, so you don't care. But hang with me. When those benefits go away, just about $9 billion in grocery spending vanishes. So you've got to be thinking about not just the grocery stores being able to stay open and pay their employees, but you have to think about the entire supply chain, trucks on the road, people who provide food to these grocery stores. $9 billion. Every dollar spent in SNAP benefits adds about $1.50 to $1.80 to the economy. So cutting those benefits isn't saving that dollar, it's taking away that $1.50 to your local economy. But you don't receive SNAP benefits, you don't work for a grocery store, you don't drive a truck, you don't give a shit. But when all of those things happen, the only way to combat that is to drastically increase the price of groceries. Grocery prices are already up over 3% in 2025 alone, which is almost an entire percentage higher than the average increase in grocery prices over the last 20 years. I thought they were supposed to go down day one though. So even if SNAP benefits only pause for 1 month, which by the way would be detrimental to all the people I mentioned before that you don't give a shit about, it will cost the economy roughly $13 to $14 billion. in profit. And you can expect your grocery prices in just that 1 month to go up at least 1%. And states will stand to lose about $300 to $500 million in sales tax revenue. So even if you do not receive SNAP benefits, you never have, you never will, you do not want these to be paused on November 1st.
They don't shut down. I need to know what's going on. I got 9 kids to feed, 9 babies. And I want to know why they ain't put my food stuff on their car. Do what? I done been waiting. I done did my application. And I got 3 handicapped babies. I need to know why my food stamps ain't on my car. This is not right. This ain't fair. I don't care about no shutdown or none of that. But I've been calm. I've been calling. Everybody ignoring me. I done been here 3, 4, 5 times. I want to know why ain't my food stamps on my car. I got 9 babies to feed.
I've been waiting all this time.
Ma'am, I done been called. I done been down here, and I'm tired.
Sad.
I done been there and did all that. They still ain't put my food stamps on because of the shutdown. This is not fair. I'm tired. I done did all that. Now I need to know what a supervisor or somebody. I need somebody to help me. I got 9 kids to feed. 9 kids. 4 of them ain't mine. I'm taking care of other people's kids. I'm old. I'm tired. I got arthritis. I'm tired of coming back and forth down here about my food stamp. I done had an appointment now. They told me my card money supposed to be on my card. It ain't on there yet. Y'all gotta fix this now. I don't have nothing to do with that shutdown. I'm stressed out. I'm a single mama and I'm helping other people's kids. Now I need my stamps now. I ain't gonna keep going through this. I'm already going through a lot of pain. Okay, now here's my 5th time coming down. I had an interview and all. Now this ain't fair how y'all doing people. This ain't fair. I done been all right there. Y'all done did my interview and all that. I still ain't got my stamp. Still ain't got my stamp. Y'all done let them people shut down the government. Now they ain't gonna give me my stamp.
It's so sad.
And I don't want to go to jail. So that's where I'm going next when it comes to these babies. Now I gotta go steal and shit. Now I gotta go steal food to put in my house. Y'all ain't got no boxes of food here? Y'all ain't got no food to give me? Y'all don't have nothing to give me? Don't be recording me, ma'am. Don't be recording me.
placed like that?
Don't record me.
The system doesn't need to silence the poor anymore because now the poor do it for them.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money?
Every few weeks, she posted another rant about people on food stamps. 1 week, she's tired of hearing people complain. The next, she says she literally wants to fight a woman over what she bought with her EBT card. And I couldn't understand the fixation. Why was she so obsessed? Until I saw this.
I've been on food stamps before because I had to.
It's what happens when struggling people start punching down on struggling people. When you somehow convince yourself that you're middle class, but you're actually poor. That's how the system wins, by getting people to fight each other rather than questioning it. Struggling people turn on other struggling people instead of realizing they're all being squeezed by the same system. This part stood out to me.
And not for nothing, I saw this woman who said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps.
But here's the twist. That video was probably fake.
So guess what I'm doing for the first time in 12 years? Okay? I am getting up, I'm ready, did my hair, took my shower, brushed my teeth, and I'm going to do my community service hours. Why community service hours, do you ask? Because they told me in order to keep my food stamps, I would have to do 15 hours of community service per week. That's at minimum. I can do more if I want to, which I probably will because I don't have anything else going on. And my kids are in daycare since I qualified for subsidized childcare.
This woman is actually a satire creator. Her bio literally says, satire mom content, rage bait. Usually she tags it as satire, but that day she didn't and people believed her. Her comments were full of rage. Lazy, entitled, stealing from taxpayers. But rage gets clicks. And when fake content goes viral, it turns real people, real families who actually need SNAP into punching bags. And then there's this one.
Y'all ain't hearing me. They cut my food stamps. I ain't paying for none of this shit. I got babies at home that gotta eat. You think I'm just gonna leave my cart here? Hell no. I ain't paying nothing. I'm walking out with it.
try and stop me. The food was already on the belt. If she was stealing, why load it up? Because she's not real. The woman doesn't exist. The entire video is AI generated. And people still flooded the comments, calling her names, mocking her weight, her class, her existence, all over a person that literally isn't human. And as someone who is constantly accused of being AI, I want y'all to learn the difference. Real people, real stories, real voices are being drowned out by fake ones, and it's only making us angrier at each other.
Welcome back, and I hope you have watched this combination of videos and you have seen how white Americans are devastated. You have seen how they are being affected by this SNAP benefit being frozen. And in the history of America, Donald Trump is the first president to cut off SNAP benefit to people in America. He's the first president that has done that, and for sure we know that so many people in America are depending to this SNAP benefits, and these people the more are the white Americans who have being affected by this SNAP benefit being frozen. We have seen so many of them coming out in large numbers and crying. Others are saying that they haven't eaten in 3 days. Others are saying that their kids are dying in hunger. We have seen so many of them marching towards the office of stamp food, and they're saying that their stamp vouchers are not working. We have seen so many of them coming out in large numbers. Their videos are emerging all over the internet, crying and begging for help. Others are saying that they hope that their president Donald Trump has another alternative for them, because if he leaves them that way, so many of them will die. So many of them will be forced to turn into thieves. They will be forced to go and rob for them to have something to eat, for them to provide for their families, because they have kids who are depending on them, and they are depending on this SNAP food benefits. We have seen so many of them, and the most people who are coming out in large numbers crying and begging are these white people, are the ones who came out in large numbers and voted in for this governance. They voted in for this governance because they wanted to punish the black people. Now it is turning out that they are the ones who are really being affected. They are the ones who are really suffering. We haven't seen even one black people coming out and saying that he is going hungry, that he has slept hungry so in some days, that he has lost his job or his family or his livelihood. We haven't seen even one black American coming out and crying and begging for help. But we have seen so many clips of black American coming out and telling the white Americans, we warn you but you didn't listen. We advise you not to vote for this president, but you people came out in large number to vote for this president so that this president would dealt with us. But it's turning out that the president is dealing with you accordingly. As we have learn how to struggle in this struggle and survive in this country, we are thriving right now, but you people are the ones who are becoming poor. You are the ones who are losing your jobs. You are the ones who are losing your investment. You are the ones who are even losing your families. But us, we are just okay, but because we have learned to live in this harsh economy, we have learned to live in this bad country. You have been neglecting us for a long period of time. You wanted this for your own benefit, but it's turning out that you are the one who are suffering the most. Excuse me. For instance, we have seen the Maga farmers coming out and crying that they don't have people to work on their farms. Why? Because the government deported the immigrants, and these immigrants are the people who worked for their farms. We have seen so many of them coming out and saying that they have lost their products that they were being planted on the farms because they don't have a market to market their products. We have seen so many of them saying that they have been even forced to burn the crops on their farms because they don't have workers who could work and uproot their crops, who could work on their farm anymore. They depended on immigrants people to work on their farms, but now the government had deported the immigrants. Now they don't have people who can work on their farms. We have seen so many of them saying that they have lost their jobs because the the companies that they were working in doesn't have enough money to pay them. It has really dealt with these white people to an extent that the others have lost their investment, others have lost their livelihood, others have lost their jobs, others have lost their properties due to loan issues. Others, their properties have been cautioned because they can't afford the money to sustain their lifestyle. We have seen even some of them coming out and saying that to this extent they don't have money to pay for their medical bills, they don't have money to pay for their kids' tuition fee. This government has really dealt with them so badly, but they voted for this government to punish the black people. Now it is turning that the black people are striving, the black people are flourishing, their business is going on, their farms are flourishing, they have market to market their products because they were marketing locally. And these white Americans, the white farmers, they were exporting their products to China, but due to the trade war, they don't have that power to go and market their products there because the two countries are in trade war. These people are really suffering. These people are really in trouble. They need help, but the black people have refused to come out and help them. They have refused to give them a hand of support because they are saying that these people voted in for this government to punish us. Now let them dance to their own music. I want us guys to go through some comments here and let us see what these black people are saying about this food stamp frozening, about this food stamp being cutting off. Someone is saying here that that's the same way I was crying when I couldn't feed my 4 kids when they were little and they couldn't give me food stamps or nothing because I was a black American. For sure, these black Americans have gone through a lot in these white people's hands. They have been going through a lot in the recent governance of the Americans. We have seen them even coming out and saying that these white people should learn to survive on their own. They can't come out and help them because when they were in need, these people couldn't afford to help them. Another one is saying here that people really can't discern what is about to happen. White people expect so much bitterness in the future because you are the ones who voted for this government, and you will face what the black people have been going through all this while you people were enjoying. Another one is saying here that my kids suffered when they were little because I made a nickname over working a full-time job and didn't even feed me, my kids, or my houses. Because of what? He was neglected because he was a black person. Another one is saying here that why would one think the office can do something about the despicable choice of entitlement forced with false immunity? Someone is saying that I want to know how it is that if nobody getting food stamp and nobody can afford grocery, how is it that when nobody can afford to buy grocery? I don't understand this person. Another one saying here, thank you for this message. People need to see and hear everyone's across the country and how it's affecting them. Another one is saying here that she understand better what other live daily. Did she vote for humanity or empathy pity? For sure, this system, it has really dealt with the white folks. They voted in for this system to punish the black people, but this system is punishing them more than the black people. It is punishing them more than the way they wanted the black people to be punished. Guys, what is your view on this matter? And if this is your first time coming across my video, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, put a thumbs up, share, and recommend to others. See you on my next. Bye bye. God bless.